Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, your girl Bree. That was ugly, but it rhymed. I should be a rapper. Psych, nah. But anywho's, you saw the name of this video, so you know what it is. It's story time. Breon's Car Chronicles edition. And today's story is about when I found out I was pregnant. Okay, so before I really get into this, let me just say this now. Let me put this out there, because I don't need, nobody saying nothing. I don't need nothing from nobody, okay? I love my child. Tristan, he's everything. Everything. That's my man. 100 grand. That's my baby. I love him. I don't know what the hell I would do if I didn't have him here with me. Tristan has really changed my life. For real. I'm grown now, honey. I'm a woman. Where do I start? Okay, so I'm gonna start like this, cause me, if you don't know me, me and my sister, were pregnant at the same time. My blood sister, we live in the same house, everything. We were pregnant at the same time. So my sister actually found out that she was pregnant first. She found out first, and then I found out maybe like a month and a half later. Let's just say a month. I found out a month later. But my sister, okay, so my sister is younger than me. We're 4 years apart. I'll be 26 this year. She just turned 22. But at the time, she was 19. So she was 19, just graduated high school. I was, goddamn. When I found out, I had graduated school. How old was I? Sorry, y'all. 19, 20, 23. I'm gonna say 23. So yeah, she was 19, I was 23. She found out that she was pregnant first, okay? When she found out that she was pregnant and had to break the news to my parents, things did not go well. It did not go well, especially with my dad. Those who know me, you know my dad's crazy. Okay, he crazy. But I guess because him and my sister are so much alike, it hurt him a little more. Cause yeah, he took it really hard. Like, he started drinking more. He was just angry. Like, he was just a wreck. Like, y'all, when I say crazy, he's crazy and dramatic too. Like, he was so annoying to be around. Nobody wanted to stay home with me. It's me, my mom, and I have two sisters. The one that was pregnant, and I have a younger sister. Nobody wanted to stay home with him. Nobody. So I guess one time we weren't home or something. I don't know when this happened, but we have like pictures hanging on the wall in our living room. Of course, he's in some pictures. So the pictures that were, any picture that had him in it, straight took that joint out. To this day, I still don't know where them pictures at. They still ain't in that picture frame. Like, I don't know what happened to them pictures. But yeah, he was so dramatic. Like, posting a bunch of sad shit on Facebook. Talking about my dog is his only best friend. He understands him. It was hard for him. It was really hard for him. And then he would just like be talking about how Now he's going to be the one taking care of the baby, and or just really like my dad, he is not one to bite his tongue. He's going to tell you exactly how he feels, whatever the fuck is on his mind. He don't care how raunchy, how raw it is. You're going to hear it. And that's exactly what was happening. And, you know, nobody could take that no more. But anyway, so she was pregnant first. She was pregnant first. And then I found out about a month later. So now we're on to me. Okay. So when I found out I was pregnant, it wasn't really nothing all dramatic or nothing. Like, I literally was just like, I was like, dang, I'm getting all these cramps and stuff, but nothing's happening. Like, this will be around the time when my period is supposed to come. So I'm just like, but nothing's happening. So I was like, all right. Another week came, and I was like, still getting these cramps. Where's my period? Ah. So finally, I was just like, let me go get a test. Took a test 1 week, and it said negative, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe my period is coming. It's just being retarded or something. So the next week come, take another test. Guess what the fuck it said, y'all? Mother loving positive. With everything that was going on in my house. Everything that was going on in my house. The motherfucking test was positive. Positive. I was just on the toilet, and I looked at it, and I closed my eyes, and I was just like, this is a fucking dream. It's a dream. It's a dream. Open my eyes. Still positive. Close them again. Open. Close. Open. Close. Still there. Those 2 fucking lines still on that pregnancy test. So I'm like, I just break down. At this point, I am crying. Like, what am I going to do? I can't tell them. Like, this shit is going to be bad. Like, I was really afraid. I was really afraid. And I was really surprised. Like, I was shocked. I was surprised. I was confused. My emotions were everywhere. Like, okay, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all one time, please do not do this, okay? I don't know why. I'm just a little stupid, a little slow, I don't know what my deal was. But one time, at the time, my birth control, I was on the pill. One time, I didn't take the pill for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks, y'all. But that was because, okay, I wasn't taking the pill, and I was still, doing things. But the reason why I wasn't taking the pill is because I was away at school at the time, and I had just ran out, but I didn't want to have to drive super far to go to the pharmacy to pick up my prescription. And the semester was almost over, so I was like, I'll just wait until I go home to, re-up. Get home, read up. I was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. That 3 weeks, ain't shit happened. But the time I got pregnant, I missed my birth control for like a week. I missed it for 1 week. 1 week this time. 1 week. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, what? How did this happen? This time the last time I didn't do it, it was for 3 weeks and nothing happened. And now all of a sudden I'm pregnant. I was just everywhere. Like, I really did not know how to feel. And I was so scared. And then me and my best friend were actually, planning to move in together. After school, we just graduated. We were planning to move in together. This was when I had just graduated college. So she was actually, no, she wasn't the first person I told. I was so afraid. I called one of my other close friends, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I just took this pregnancy test. It says I'm positive. Da, 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 da. So she told me that she would come with me. No, she took me to the store to get me another pregnancy test, which ended up being freaking positive. But y'all, this where get a little wild. So I was in that moment when I was in the bathroom. I was so out of it, I guess I can say. I was so, I don't know what to say. I was just everywhere, y'all. I really just couldn't believe that I was pregnant, and I couldn't tell my parents, and it was, with everything going on in my house, I just really, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should keep it. I didn't know nothing. So my stupid ass, y'all, please don't judge me, but my stupid ass, I was like, well, this is because I forgot to take my birth control pill. And let me tell y'all, as soon as I hopped up off that toilet, I took a birth control pill. Don't judge me. Judge your mother. Okay? I don't know what... I was young and dumb. Young and fucking dumb, okay? I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I took a birth control... a birth control pill. I was talking to my friend, like, I don't know, maybe I should drink some alcohol or something. Like, again, don't judge me. Judge your mother. So, all of that was happening. And then get off the toilet or whatever. And remember I said me and my best friend were supposed to be moving in together. So I was like, damn, we're not going to be able to move in together. She ain't going to want to stay with me and no baby. So, I had to call her. I called her. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing something. But this story, okay. So I call her and I'm like, Marissa, we're not going to be able to move in together. And she like, what? Why? What are you talking about? I'm like, we're not going to be able to move in together. And I just tell her that I'm pregnant. And she was like, oh my gosh, really? Da-da-da. I'm just like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I didn't even tell my boyfriend yet. I didn't tell him. And then I was talking to her on the phone. I was like, well, he has kind of always wanted this, y'all. He probably tried to trap me. This shit happened, I could tell y'all, the day Tristan was conceived. The day before Mother Loving graduation. Tristan was conceived the day before graduation, okay? And my boyfriend always wanted to have a baby because, like, at the time, there was a lot going on. He was losing a lot of people close to him, and he was just like, I want to make sure I leave my legacy in this world. He was like, I want to make sure I have my own seed in this world before I go because I never know when it's going to happen. And I'm just like, that's understandable and all, but I ain't ready for all that. Like, we could wait. We could wait. You know, I just graduated, you know, my birthday coming. And you talk about popping out babies. When I do that? But anyway, so I hadn't even told him yet. And I was talking to her and she was like, oh, you should surprise him, da-da-da-da. So I waited. And I kept telling him that I had something to tell him, but I wouldn't tell him what. He stays in Baltimore. And I'm in PG. So I told him he had to wait until I saw him so I could tell him. Because I wanted to tell him in person. So I told him in person. No, let me tell y'all what I did. So where I seen this somewhere. I was like, ooh, maybe I should make it special for him or something. So I had like an old gift bag, and I was gonna put it in like a box or something, like a jewelry box or something, but I don't fucking had no jewelry box. So I had a gift bag, a small gift bag, and some tissue paper. Well, I had to find the tissue paper, but some tissue paper, and I just put it in there, covered it up or whatever. And so when he came to see me, we went out or whatever, and I told him after. Did I tell him after we went out or before? I told him after we went out, so I made him wait. I told him after we went out, I gave him the bag, and he looked in it, and he was like, oh my oh my goodness. He was super happy, super excited or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm going to do because all this stuff going on. Like, maybe you shouldn't tell your mom right now. Blase, blase, blah. So we kept it a secret for a while. We kept it a secret for a little while. Fast forward to about, oh, no, let me just tell y'all a story. So, we already know my sister pregnant, right? Then, I'm sorry if this story all over the place. It's just everything coming back to me. So then, one day, my cousin, one of my older cousins had came over, and her and my mom was talking. And y'all know, when people find out that somebody having a baby, they'll have like a dream about fish or something. So they're in there talking, and my mom is like, yeah girl, I had a dream about some fish the other day, and I don't know what it could be because I already know she pregnant, talking about my sister. And she was like, I got my tubes tied, so it ain't me. And I was just like, I was just sitting there quiet like, it's me, cuckoo. Hey, over here. But I was like, fuck no, I ain't about to say that to her. So I was like, damn, I really can't tell her because I didn't know how it was going to go. I just didn't know. So one of my aunts, me and my family, we're all kind of close. So I actually texted my aunt because it's pushing, y'all, I kept this secret for maybe 4 months. 4 months I did not tell my parents that I was pregnant. And I knew the whole time. 4 months I'm just walking around the house like everything's okay, and I'm pregnant. 4 months pregnant. Anyways, so I text my aunt and I'm like, I have to talk to you. It's important. And she's like, okay, we can talk. I was like, I want to talk face to face. So one day I went over to her house. Nobody was there. It was me and my sister. I took my sister with me because she couldn't, she just wanted to ride. And she was younger at the time. Not my pregnant sister, but my younger sister. Took her with me. Went to my aunt's house. And I told my sister to stay downstairs. Well, my aunt told her to stay downstairs. And we went upstairs to talk. And I was just like, I have something to tell you. I don't really know how to say it. I just don't know. And she was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah. And I just broke down. I broke down because I didn't know what she would say. I didn't know if she would go and tell my mom. Like, I just didn't know. And I was still scared. Like, I just don't know. So I tell her, and she's like, well, you have to tell your mom. You have to. So I gave it some time. A couple days, a week passed or whatever. No. Did I tell her that night? Maybe I did tell her that night. I think I did tell her that night. Okay, so let's just say I told her that night. She's in the room watching TV. I forgot what the fuck she was watching. I come and I sit down. Oh, she was watching Being Mary Jane. I come and I sit down beside her. And I'm like, Mom, let me see your phone. I'm like, Mom, let me see your phone. She like, what? See my phone for what? I'm like, I gotta tell you something. Let me see your phone. She not trying to give me her phone or nothing. So I'm just texting her from my phone. Like, I texted her. I was so nervous to like actually say it. I texted it to her, sitting right beside her. I texted it to her and I was like, I'm pregnant. And she turned around and looked at me and was like, you're what? Are you serious right now? Is this a game? Like, she was so surprised. But as surprised as she was, as surprised as I was, surprisingly, she was just like, there's nothing I can do. She was just like, you got to tell your father. But You're pregnant. I can't be mad at that. You're out of school. You got a job. And that's it. That's exactly. So, the next day I was at work. And I guess my mother had hinted to my dad about something. Because he ended up texting me. And we ended up talking. And he pretty much just said the same thing. He said the same thing. He was just like, you did all you had to do. So I can't say nothing to you. Because you did everything. And I was just like, dang. It was really, it was, I was still a bit scared and nervous. But it was definitely relief. It was definitely a chip off my shoulder, or monkey, whatever they call it. I felt so much better. I felt so much better. And then things started to like, he was still, my mom got over it, but my dad was still kind of depressed at the fact that both of his kids were pregnant. And he just kept saying, I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to be taking care of them. Da, 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 da. Well, first of all, you're going to take care of my child. Let's just get that out there. Anywho, it was okay though. It was okay. As scared as I was that scared for no reason. I was really that scared for no reason. No reason. So yeah, that was pretty much it. My pregnancy was a blast. I didn't have no morning sickness. I didn't have no swelling, no stretch marks, no nothing. I didn't have nothing. My whole pregnancy, I didn't have nothing. Well, with this one time I ate some noodles. And after I ate those noodles, like, I lay down and instantly my stomach was like, fuck no, what the hell was that? And I always eat noodles, so I didn't know why this was happening. Like, I threw up and everything. Could barely fucking move. I should have known right then and there that some shit was off. But anyways, yeah. Everything was cool after that. I was just like, I did all of that for what? And now my pride and joy is here. Tristan, that's really my man. His dad's mom, they wanted me to name him Tyshawn. And I'm just like, I'm the person, like, when I think of baby names, I like to think of what they're going to be called when they get older. Like, what they're going to be called when they have grandkids or something. Like, I'm sorry, and I don't want to offend anybody, but my child, they can't have no ratchet name. So I actually got Tristan's name off the internet. I actually got it off the internet. I wasn't really looking for nothing specific. I mean, something that started with the letter T, because his dad's name is Trayshawn. And no, I wasn't going to make him a junior, because I didn't really want to name him Trayshawn either. It's not because it has nothing to do with his dad or anything. I just didn't want his name to be Trayshawn. Like, what the hell? But yeah, that was my pregnancy. And I definitely didn't expect to have a boy. I thought my sister would have a boy and I would have a girl, but instead my sister had a girl and I had a boy. And I was super hurt. I was super hurt by that, because I really wanted a little girl. Can y'all imagine a little me? A little me. She would be so cute. But I got my baby boy. In fact, when I found out it was a boy, I wasn't able to get my ultrasound done because the lady wasn't there. She was on fucking vacation. Like, what the hell? So they did my blood work. They did it through my blood. And when I called them to get my results, they told me it was a boy. And I was like, okay. Hung up. I was like, well, maybe it's wrong or something, because I mean, they did do it through my blood. Like, they didn't see anything. I called them again, it's a boy. I was like, are you sure? She was like, I mean, we did it through your blood. I'm pretty sure it's a boy. Trying to make me feel all stupid and shit. So I'm like, okay, thank you. Called again. Y'all, I called 3 times. 3 times. They was like, it's a boy. I was like, okay. I just had to accept the fact after that. I just had to accept it after that. You know, here we are with my baby, and he's almost 3. I keep coming with the rhymes. Told y'all I should be a rapper. Dang. But that was my pregnancy story. Wasn't too crazy, but it was crazy. I wish y'all could have seen it in real life. The shit, if it would have played out in front of y'all eyes, I could have made a damn movie. But that's my story, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was all over the place. Like I said, things like that shit happened a long time ago. I don't know why I ain't been do this story, but that shit happened almost 3 years ago. So it's kind of hard to figure exactly what happened, exact conversations, everything. But I hope y'all like the story. Don't judge me again. Judge your mom. Okay? And I'm out.